Hello, hello. Old Dad here. And I just got done watching SmackDown. It was amazing. I watched it, I recorded the whole thing, cleaned it up a little bit. But here's my reactions. Here's everything that happened as it's happening. And Old Dad loved it. So let's get to it. So this is SmackDown, and I plan on watching it through, and I plan on going ahead and giving you my take on it as we're going. And it's going to have Street Profits versus Motor City Machine Guns. I'm excited about that one. Nia Jax wrestles tonight, so I'm excited about that. To a degree. She needs to be a good guy. I'm just saying. She needs to be a good guy. I'm pretty sure they're building up for Sami Zayn. Not Sami Zayn. Kevin Owens versus Cody Rhodes. I'm pretty sure they are. If I seem tired today, Old Dad should have took a nap. As you get older, naps are good. The sign of fall. It's all over the floor. I thought I had them all picked up, but there's one. Cody Rhodes is going to speak on the Kevin Owens thing. Remember, Kevin Owens was asked out to the ring. He got challenged to fight. That's my thoughts as we're doing this. Now, I want to point out, he's calling out Kevin Owens. And if he's calling out Kevin Owens and Kevin Owens breaks him too, that's on him. So here's the thing with the pile driver. Being it was banned, so is the punt kick. Young lad pointed this out to me today. And I can't help but think to myself, wouldn't it be great if he came back and punt kicked? That would be cool. Just to throw it out, he pointed out the fact that Nick Aldis is still a wrestler. I'm going to end it with this for the whole Cody segment. Randy called it. The whole situation with Cody Rhodes and him being upset with Cody. Cody did do that. He told him he didn't want the match. It all got built around. He told him he didn't like this or that. They're talking about War Games and they're talking about the grouping. I'm hoping he asked for Kevin Owens. Don't ask Cody. I don't want Cody there. United States Women's Tournament. Who do you think's going to win? Now, the match is just getting ready to start. And Bayley just came out, but she's my favorite. And that's just because she would be the first Grand Slam champion in the new Grand Slam champion type scenario. Well, she'd have to win the Intercontinental, the female Intercontinental. But that's a commercial, which means pause. Candice LeRae is amazing. However, get rid of that jacket. Get rid of the jacket. I'm sorry. Get rid of it. Now, I also want to point out something because we're coming up on Survivor Series. Anybody else remember not long back on Survivor Series, it was Roman Reigns versus Drew McIntyre, and everybody thought Drew McIntyre was going to win because he was better? I mean, that was when Drew McIntyre was like on fire. And B-Fab is in this match too. And honestly, I didn't even know she was a wrestler. I hate to throw that out. But B-Fab, I don't remember seeing wrestle. Now, she looks like she can wrestle. She always has. But I've never seen her wrestle. Being B-Fab is in the Street Profits. I would love to see what she brings as far as a wrestler. This is going to be really good. And her jacket she can keep because that is just bright and cheerful. I like it. Okay, so in this triple threat, I have to say a drop kick to one leg There is no way that that doesn't hurt. See, they're pointing out the fact that BFAB is a manager for a successful team. That almost guarantees you the fact that she ain't going to win. But they've also said that she's been training on it, with the Street Profits, which would make it a little more interesting. My bet's still on Bayley. We are at a commercial again, which means, oh, wait. No, don't count. No coffee on this commercial. We've got this and that. So we got both. So we're going to be watching it while the commercial's going. I'm assuming that the iPhone commercial is celebrities. I have no clue who they are. One thing that's interesting about whenever they do the commercials at the same time as the wrestling, in reality, they should do it all the time, because normally the commercials where I walk away, and I've watched the commercials. I've probably watched more of the commercials than the wrestling itself. I'm embarrassed to say that. But if you're curious, Bayley is winning. As of right now. That doesn't mean anything. It's basically Bayley versus Candice LeRae. And when one of them ain't in there, they're just going to beat each other up for a little while the other one comes in and then do. It's always the same thing. So this is just like I said. They were fighting each other, and then the other one came in, and now she kind of beat him up. One's out of the ring, and now those two are going at it. It's kind of how a lot of the three-way matches end up happening anymore. And I wonder if it's the sake of just giving the focus from one and then the other. But Bayley's in there for most of it, which is just to say Bayley's probably their biggest wrestler there. Name-wise, biggest. Pretty sure BFAB's the tallest. I also would like to point out BFAB is the only one without purple in their hair. Okay, she did this jawbreaker move that she landed her back on BFAB while doing the jawbreaker move on Bayley, Candice LeRae, and I'm telling you, that was fantastic. They did this where they would do the superplex, but someone does the power bomb, and it messed up, and LeRae just landed on her like a dive. It was fantastic. And she didn't get the pin. But it shows how good Candice LeRae really is. Candice LeRae is showing herself more and more amazing on this match. Bayley won. Okay. So, in that match, the three-way for the Women's U.S. title, Bayley won. But I'm telling you, Candice LeRae looked amazing in that match. So good, in fact, that, I understand why they're playing her so much. Bayley's going to win the thing. I can't see how... Oh, wait. Bianca Belair's in there, too. Everybody, my son, young lad, he wants Chelsea Green to win it. I love Chelsea Green. I can't see her beating the others, but I love Chelsea Green. Outside of all that, though, that match was really good. I don't know if it's going to be my number one, but that match was really good. Clean ending. It was a roll-up, but it was a clean ending. We are at the point of the 2K24 match commercial again. I do want to point out real quick, watch the Great Muta. Go look him up. That guy was amazing. Go watch the Great Muta. After this. go watch the Great Muta. And we are at a commercial. It's back on. LA Knight's coming out now. So, this is a spot that I always look forward to. He is probably my favorite guy wrestler. I can't say it's my favorite shirt of his. I get the gist of it. But he's doing an open challenge. LA Knight is doing an open challenge match. So this should be fantastic. Please don't be Andrade or Carmelo Hayes. Be somebody else. I'm pretty excited though with the whole open challenge thing. Looks like it's Santos Escobar or whatever that's going to take the open challenge. It's still better than the other two. So LA Knight's facing the other guy. He went ahead and said, I already beat you. Let's face you. I'm excited about that. I get to see the other guy wrestle, and it's single competition, and it's versus LA Knight. And he was funny. He got to actually speak. I am a happy old dad. I don't even know how this is going to turn out because it's just started, but I'm a happy old dad. And it's commercial. Okay, it's back on. And LA Knight's still getting beat up. Okay, so I've always wondered what these guys do. I've seen them in tag team matches, but you see them in a tag team match, you're like, oh, I know who's losing. But this guy is actually really good. I really wish I knew his name, but he has like these claws in his chest. And they look really cool. LA Knight's DDT is super smooth. I mean, like, it doesn't look like it hurts a lot. I mean, I assume that it hurts, but it's so smooth. This guy is so good. Like, some of his moves, I want to see him more. I guess his name's Alberto. He went to do a moonsault and he put his foot up. Just kicked him in his face. This match is amazing. You know it's going to end in a DQ. It's going to end in a way that someone interferes or there's a disqualification or something. But I hope it doesn't. Whether they're out there or not, I hope it doesn't end in a DQ. They can beat him up after. But I'm telling you, this match is way too good. LA Knight won, but I will say, and he blew a kiss to their girl. But I will say this, that match was fantastic. That match was one of the best of the last couple weeks. And I love LA Knight, but that guy, Alberto, was fantastic. I want to see more. I want to see more of that Alberto guy. Just to wrap up, Alberto versus LA Knight, amazing match. Blew a kiss to the girl, told her she could call him. I'm telling you, that match, start to end, wonderful. Shinsuke Nakamura's back. He's wearing face paint. He beat up LA Knight. And he looks amazing. They're talking about having the fifth member and not being able to find anybody so far. I can't think of anybody that would fill the fifth member. I mean, outside of Solo Sikoa, he was the fifth member. But I can't think of anybody else. Don't be Cody Rhodes. Please. Anyways, it's commercial. We're going to hold off. So it's back on again, and I'm just going to throw out that the Bloodline saga just got really good. At first I was watching it and I was saying to myself, like, they got along pretty good, pretty quick. I mean, all that stuff, it's wrestling, so things wash away pretty quick. A bad guy can be a good guy just by one good deed, no matter how much bad he did or whatever. They've kind of done away with that, though. And I will point that out. They have kind of, like with the Seth Rollins thing, with all the bad stuff that he's done or whatever. And they keep saying make the call. I wonder if he's calling Seth Rollins or if he's calling Brock Lesnar. They're calling Seth Rollins. The more I chew on it, they're calling Seth Rollins. It's going to be Roman Reigns calling Seth Rollins because he's the only one that can make him change his mind. And then it will be, in a sense, the Shield. Kevin Owens pointed out the fact that he was called. He was doing what he does. That is just how it goes. And he's like, I'm going to show up next week because the Golden Boy called for me. But just so you know, I'm going to do what I do. I'm going to do my job. I love it. I love it because he's pointing out what I pointed out last time. The reason that the whole thing happened is because Randy Orton called him out. Now, this match I've been waiting for. This match I'm excited for. It is on now. It is the Street Profits versus Motor City Machine Guns. This match has to be good. And please, no interference. I want to make a prediction for the future. In the future, Montez Ford will be the future Rock. Maybe not in acting and things like that, but I'm saying as far as wrestling and being that guy, he's got it all. He's got it all. That man. Okay, I can't help but notice that Montez Ford is starting to look like a little bit of a bad guy. So this match has been fantastic. And it looks like the Street Profits are going bad guy, but like real bad guy. Like not like they did when they was with what's-his-face, Bobby Lashley. They look like they're going bad guy, especially Ford. I'm telling you, future Rock. All right, we're back, and the match is still going on. It's still pretty good, but a big man ran to the corner. Why does a big man run to the corner? They know better. I just hope if they break up the Street Profits, they don't do away with one of them. Okay, so it landed in a disqualification. The match is over. I'm disappointed in the match being over the way it was. However, Ciampa beat the crap out of everybody. Okay, so the match ended. The match was really good. Not as good as the LA Knight match, but the match was really good. And I shouldn't call it the LA Knight match. I should call it the other guy. I can't think of his name. But the match was really good. Ciampa coming out and interfering. Normally, and I'm just going to say it, they shouldn't have killed the match. He should have came out after it was over. But still, I got Ciampa. He just beat up everybody, including pushing down what's-his-face. And the Street Profits do look like they're turning bad guys, which I'm okay with. Because the one guy was like, from the Machine Guns, was like, hey, you okay? And he smacked him right in his head. It was wonderful. That was a good story match. It didn't end the way I wanted, but a good story match. All right, we're out of commercial. All right. It's back on. They're talking about the women's championship match between Nia Jax and Naomi. That should be really good. Especially being Naomi was just TNA world champion not too long ago. And they've been acknowledging that stuff. But Motor City Machine Guns versus Street Profits. I'm so anxious for this match. Please don't let there be any interference. Please let it be a match to where they just highlight. And we're back at the Bloodline stuff before all those matches happen. And they're waiting on Roman Reigns. They're going to talk to him. I'll tell you how all that goes. Oh my God. Are they going to call Brock Lesnar? If they call Brock Lesnar for it, if they get a hold of the wise man, bring the wise man back and get Brock Lesnar. But then I can think to myself, what if they get Brock Lesnar on their team? Last time Brock Lesnar teamed with somebody, he ended up just going and beating up his teammate and leaving. I wouldn't want to be Brock Lesnar's teammate. Now they're getting ready to go out or do something because the other bloodline's coming out. So I'll keep you posted. I want to point out real quick, Solo's music's grown on me. I do kind of like Solo's music. It isn't as inspiring or whatever as Roman Reigns, but I like Solo's music. Roman one-on-one with Jacob Fatu. We've been wanting this. They got Bronson Reed. That's ugly. They're dead. They have the two. I just want to say they didn't give enough time for Tama Tonga. Out of all of them, Tama Tonga was intimidating. They didn't give him the opportunity that, oh my gosh, he's going God mode. Roman Reigns is going God mode. No! Okay, so the old bloodline and the new bloodline fought. Bronson Reed came out for the new bloodline. I'm sorry. They made both of those two guys unstoppable. They put them both on the same team. That is crazy. I'm sitting here dumbfounded, and I'm waiting for, hello, my name's Paul Heyman, and hearing that music for Brock Lesnar, because I'm telling you what, that's their only chance. And if he's doing it for Paul Heyman, if Brock Lesnar's doing it for Paul Heyman, these guys got a chance. But Brock Lesnar ain't just going to come out and help them to help them. But it'd be nice to see Brock Lesnar back. I can't see who else. Who am I kidding? Sami Zayn. Sorry about that. I'm going to edit that out. So, the question is it going to be Seth Rollins or is it going to be Brock Lesnar? It's too much power. We're at a commercial. Okay, so we're back on. So, before we get into the whole match thing, Naomi has all smiley faces on her gear, so I like it. Don't get me wrong, I want to see Naomi win as much as the next guy. Who am I kidding? I love Nia Jax. Nia Jax should be a good guy. I just like all the smiley faces on her gear. On Naomi's gear, it's all smiley faces, even in her hair. I love it. But we're at a commercial. So, we're back on there, and she's been bouncing around in that ring this whole time. So, all the commercials, everything like that, she's still waiting on Nia Jax to come out, bouncing around. She's going to be tired. And here comes Nia Jax. So Nia Jax did this thing to Naomi to where she just grabbed a hold of her and started swinging her around, but like this. So like she was swinging her. That looked like it hurt a lot worse than like the airplane spins and things like that. If Naomi wins, does that make her the only person in the bloodline with gold? Nia Jax just did this thing where she bounced her off the rope, popped her up, and gave her a headbutt. That looked like it hurt. So this is one of them commercials to where we have commercials here and wrestling here, which is great. And the commercials for Moana. Okay, so I'm going to take a second just to point this out because this is going on while the commercial's going on. Naomi went to suplex Nia Jax. Why? Why would you do that? Because you're not pulling it off. All you're doing is setting up for her to suplex you. I mean, just be real with yourself. You're not suplexing Nia Jax. Nia Jax is doing a half crab. And if she just leans on her a little more, I mean, you can't tell me that that wouldn't put you out. Naomi's doing really good in this match. She's turning a lot of stuff around. Okay, so as a progress report, they're both laid out on the floor, the two competitors, and they finally got up because the commercial was over where the other two people got attacked. But the tag team champions just got beat up by Raquel Rodriguez. There was interference by Tiffany Stratton. Bailey's affecting Tiffany Stratton. I just want to point out, and I just noticed it, the Annihilator, her legs under the rope. I am very happy with that ending. I want to point it out. He's making the call for whoever it is. Okay, so at the end, Nia Jax did win. I'm very happy with that. Now she needs to become a good guy. She's too fun. She needs to be a good guy. And Nia Jax won. Nia Jax now needs to become a good guy. And outside of that, the tag team champions were beat up by the two that I said once was tag team champions, Liv and Raquel. So that's building up. I'm happy. I'm happy with how the whole SmackDown went. I've been more anxious for Raw, but SmackDown did not let me down. It didn't let me down. Now, the best match was Alberto. I want to say LA Knight, but let's be real. Alberto was amazing. So I want to see more of him. I want to see more of LA Knight too. Don't cut me off with the LA Knight stuff. I want LA Knight. But Alberto was amazing. And then besides that, it ended. Roman Reigns tried to call the wise man. Phone didn't work. It was recording. Number didn't work no more. So it's going to be interesting to see where this all goes. I think he was supposed to call Seth Rollins. He ended up going for call the wise man because you've seen his facial expression change some. I'm telling you, it's just he's calling Seth Rollins. They've got Big Bronson Reed. They have to have Seth Rollins now. That's all part of the storylines combining. But I loved it. Hey, what was your favorite part of this? What was your favorite part of the matches? What was your favorite match? Let me know in the comments. Tell me your thoughts. Tell me everything. I love hearing from you guys. And don't forget to like and subscribe. Thanks for hanging out. I'll see you next time. Later.